Welcome to upstate New York, Syracuse University, and under the dome today we have a terrific clash in store. And boy, do we have a fun one ahead. Top 10 team, target on their back, going on their road and right into the snake pit. As we'll see the number 2 team in the country, the Notre Dame Fighting Irish, taking on the 24th ranked team in the land, the Syracuse Orange. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. Syracuse will kick off and we'll be underway. He'll start the return inside his 5. Good job by the coverage unit to put a stop to that return. Offense getting set for first down. From the gun, give on the inside. And a really nice run and pick up there before the defense avoided disaster and stopped the really big play.
When you go on the road, man, oh man, you love hearing the crowd. But more importantly, you love shutting the crowd up. There's no better feeling than coming out, getting that juice going, getting that confidence going, and getting that running game going right at him and gashing him right out the gates.
Can find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Looking for a man. It's Stoneburner. Looking for a deep man. And the ball is caught. He's inside the 35. Touchdown, Notre Dame! And once he found daylight, it was Katie bar the door, baby.
I think a lot of people probably expected to see that, right? They're playing on the road, and you know this is going to be a hostile environment, but they've got the better players, and we've seen that before. There was no hesitation. Opening drive, they go right down the field, they score a touchdown, and they made a statement.
And the extra point makes it 7-0. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. And they thought about a return, then thought better of it. They'll bring it out to the 25. A first down for the offense. From the shotgun, the inside give. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. When you reach this point in the season, these types of games, top 25 matchups, really determine whether you're going to be a contender.
Yeah, and really show what you're going to be the rest of the season. How are you going to finish strong throughout the season? You know, the first part of the season, now getting to the middle of the season, Palmer, getting a chance to show what you're about so you can finish strong.
It's a resume builder, no doubt about it. And really, there's been so much anticipation building up to this top 25 matchup. So which team can control their emotions, I think, goes a long way in who wins this one.
You know, David, this is really what game managing is. Nice pickup on second down to help them on the next play.
Yeah, and I think people look at that negative sometimes, finding a quarterback that's a game manager. No, use your brain. Set up good situations. I'm way more successful when I can keep those sticks at a more manageable situation, and I'm not as predictable on a third down.
They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Syracuse will send out the punt team. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. Gets his first one of the day off. He was called on 4 times in last week's win. He only needs a sliver of daylight. Returns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the O. Here come the Irish back on offense. Jesse looking to take it down the field for back-to-back touchdowns.
think it's really important for them moving forward, too, to have a lot of balance, right? You want to be able to keep this defense guessing, Pollock.
Yeah, and you got me searching for answers after that last drive. You stack another drive on top of this, their defense's heads are going to be spinning all over the place.
They're going back to the ground. Just what this offense was looking for. Sets them up at the 26 with the first down.
And here we go. If you're an offense, you got to get that ground game going so you can have some balance, and then you give it to your quarterback, Palmer, and let him make some plays down the field later on.
Yeah, exactly. And coming into this game, this offense knew they were going to have to some way, somehow, at least establish a semblance of a running game for exactly what you just said. You got to be able to use play-action pass later in this game to get some explosive plays down the field, and it's a play like that we just saw, which can help them get that going.
On 1st and goal, Notre Dame will try to get it in the end zone. They'll try to get it in with the run. Relentless, tough running gets it down to the 4. We'll see if the offense can punch it in on 2nd and goal. He'll run it to the right here and try to get it into the end zone. And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, Irish! That trip to the end zone is 25th career touchdown.
Man, he's been productive, just has a nose for the end zone. This dude's made big play after big play for his offenses, and that's 25 touchdowns, Palmer, on the ground for the big fella.
Pretty impressive, too, when you consider when you get close to that end zone, the defense is expecting run, they're loading the box, and still this guy's been able to find his way in. 25, it's a nice number.
And he tacked on the extra point. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. On the run from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The Orange have the ball back and ready to go to work. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively, for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use against this defense.
Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1.
This offensive line better figure out a plan for this D tackle. He is tough to block with one guy. You might want to start double teaming him. He's going to be a problem moving forward. You saw all of his ability on that last play.
Grabbed in the middle. It's Wong. It's a game of first downs, and they've got one out to their own 37. And on that 3rd and short, I don't think he was unhappy to see that zone.
Nope, it was a great job by the offense. Hey, see where the holes in the zone are? Sit down. You only need a little bit of yards on this 3rd down. Get the conversion, move the sticks.
Really nice stop there from this senior leader.
I'll tell you, this is a running back who's very, very dangerous, and the defense did a good job getting him down there. But they got to do a great job gang tackling, because this is a guy that can break tackles and turn those types of plays into home runs.
Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. Makes a connection. On the move at the 30. And a pickup of better than 30 yards on that completion before the defense brings him down.
Well, after that last play, you can see how electrifying this guy is and how special he is after he makes the catch. If I'm on offense, I'm trying to find a lot of ways to get him touches in this game.
Syracuse has a really nice drive going. They'll throw it on first down. Finds his big tight end. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first.
A nice job by the defense there, tackling the catch and smothering the tight end. They know this offense is going to try to find him in the passing game in a lot of different situations. That time, perfect coverage, and nice job bringing the big guy down. Not easy to do.
And he's brought down after a solid gain, and we are done in the first quarter.
Notre Dame 14, Syracuse 0.
Now facing a third down as they line up after the break. On the ground, going for the first down with the give to the tight end. Wrestled to the ground after picking up the first down. Syracuse ready to go to work with another first down. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game.
Well, we know this defense is one that plays with a lot of pride, right? And part of that is their ability stopping the run. They're a top 25 unit in the nation when it comes to stopping the rush, and that really helps them out down here in the red zone. They're going to have to step up big time in this situation.
Touchdown, Cuse! And they made it to the house when they found that 6 points waiting on them.
And what a nice start for this offense. The throw game getting working, getting the touchdown pass. This quarterback getting a little bit of confidence. This passing game getting into rhythm. Nice start for this offense.
And the PAT will draw them 1 point closer. They put together an 81-yard drive, and they cap things off with a 9-yard touchdown pass. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. Now they need to put something together to answer that last score.
There's a lot of pressure, too, on this offense to have to execute at a high level. They've got to score points, David, but they can't go too fast because their defense right now is tired.
And I think that's the difficulty being a play caller. Like, I have to balance all of those things. My defense is a little bit tired. I can't put it on the field, but I got to be aggressive because this is a back-and-forth type game, so a lot to process and think about.
You love to deliver a punch on the first play of the drive. They've got it at the 46 on first down. Pulls and fires complete to the right. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly, and that's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
They're trying to get to him. And they couldn't hold off the heat, and he goes down with a sack.
And that is priority number 1 for defenses. Get to the quarterback, affect him, get hits on him. They do it right here, get their first sack of the game. Last game, by the way, last time out, they had 5. Let's see what this defense can continue to do.
The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. Got quite a ways to go to keep this drive going. It's third down from the 45. Looking to throw, it's Stoneburner. He hurls one deep down the left side. And he'll pull it in inside the 20. Touchdown, Fighting Irish. And once he found some daylight, it was time to make a house call.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
And the extra point puts them on top 21-7. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. The kickoff team out there to boot it away and 15 yards farther up the field after the roughing the kicker penalty. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He gets a block. This guy makes you hold your breath when he gets the football in his hands, and that last line of the coverage team, the only thing that stopped him from housing it. First down for this offense. Looking to move it through the air. Just a short pass to the tight end. That's a really good tackle there, giving up some size and still making the play.
Nice quick throw there. And it's so important for quarterbacks to be able to find a rhythm and to be comfortable and confident. You want to just get the ball out quickly, make it an accurate and easy throw. And you can tell that these two guys, they rep that play in practice all the time, and it's now showing up here on the game.
And they try to run inside, and there is nowhere to go.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
How aggressive might this play call be on 3rd and short from the 46? And they got him for the sack. Just a great job defensively, making him go through his progressions, and he really didn't have time to do it.
And that's exactly what you do in zone coverage. You drop in your spots, you read the quarterback's eyes, make sure you take away that quick stuff, and a great job rushing the passer and getting the sack.
Here come the Irish back on offense. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done
Open runway ahead. Inside the 30. Inside the 10. And the defense couldn't corral him, and he took it all the way. Touchdown, Notre Dame! No midseason concentration laps here in Week 7 as they push out that lead.
You know, oftentimes in college football, the best offenses are the ones that can create explosive plays, just like you saw right there. They're top 10 in the nation in points per game because they don't have to drive the field. They've got dudes scattered all over this offense that can take it the distance on any given play.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And they knock through the extra point, and they're up 28-7. That drive not too taxing on the playbook. One play, put it in the end zone just like that. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. From inside his own 15, looking for a crevice. He's brought down after a good return, gets it out to the 31. First down here with time for maybe one more play until the 2-minute warning. He wants to throw. Grabbed over the middle. It's Doyle. We've made our way to the 2-minute warning, and now they'll try to at least cut a little something off of this lead before the break. Now on 2nd and short after the first down completion. He's looking to throw. Fires and picked off. Going the other way, and he's got room. And he was finding space, and he took it all the way back to the 22.
Most defenses are lucky if you have one good covering corner. Fewer are lucky if you have two. They've got 3 DBs, 3 corners that can play at the same time in their nickel package that they feel can go mano-a-mano with anyone in the country. And you saw it on that last play coming away with the pick.
Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. A quick strike touchdown up top the last time they had it, Jesse. They'd love to do it again.
No doubt. They've got so many playmakers.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Not much on that return, but I think they'll let him slide after making that pick, and they'll have it at the 20.
Safeties are in the back, and they have so much ground to cover. You see them. They can go sideline to sideline. Great job reading the quarterback's eyes, breaking on the football, and going making the big turnover.
The offense set for a first down play. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Takes a hit as he fires. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
Well, the offensive line has got to give him at least a little bit of time to survey the field. He had no chance that time, getting hit almost immediately after he got the ball.
Still at their own 20 after that last incompletion. It's 2nd and 10. Fires to the wideout. And the incomplete pass had a lot of juice on it.
This offense just has to find a way to find a rhythm here. They're playing at home, and they want this crowd to stay involved and be an asset in the game, but they need to start making plays. They can't keep throwing incompletions this early.
Trying to get to him. Safe completion on the screen. Defense was not fooled by that screen to the back, and they'll stop him short of the marker. It'll be 4th down. You want to talk about aggressive or nuts? This offense is staying on the field inside their own 30. They'll try it on the ground. He's got enough to give Syracuse the first down. They give you 4 downs for a reason, and this offense decides to use every one of them.
Hey, if I had a back like that and I had this offensive line, man, I would do it too. I wouldn't even think twice about it. Roll the dice, give your guys an opportunity to go make a play, and they do.
He's going to pass. He lobs one high down the left side and is knocked away and incomplete. The defensive back staying in phase and batting it away.
Man, that's a couple bad throws. Last possession obviously ends in an interception by this quarterback, and now you throw another one, in harm's way. You got to make sure you're throwing to the open guy. Make sure you're taking care of that football. We can't have any more turnovers.
Nice pitch and catch there, and they'll have enough for the first down. Really good job working through his progression. You get it to him quickly, and the big tight end has a chance to run a little.
And a really good job by the QB throwing an accurate throw. I got to hit those guys on the move, on the run, so they can do that.
And it's slipped out. Oh, the offense looks as if they fell on the fumble, and they'll keep the ball.
That ball carrier is very lucky. That easily could have ended up in the hands of the defense. You have got to do a better job with ball security.
Syracuse ready to go to work with another first down. They'll try to get outside. That's what you expect from a senior. Don't give them any extra yards. Great tackle there. There's a timeout called as this offense tries to find a way to draw a little closer. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9.
Green 25.
He's looking to throw. The quick out. He is delivering the blow while running the ball, and he gets it to the 39. We've got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Ball just inside the 40 at the 39. It's 3rd and short. From the gun, wants to pass. He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down.
And this guy has been so important to this defense, the way he plays on the back end. Top 10 in the nation in interceptions. He just has a feel and reads the quarterback's eyes. He almost picked that last one off.
Finds him out of the backfield. He's run out of bounds, but not before. Turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down.
And that is the advantage of having versatility at the running back position, right? It's 4th down. Everyone in the stadium thinks he's going to get the handoff, but because of his ability to catch the football, he's a weapon in the passing game. And on a critical down distance like that, comes up with a huge first down.
Might be the worst-case scenario for this defense. Thought they'd held them to 3. Now the offense with a chance for more. And it's first down, but they'll try the field goal in the closing seconds of the first half. He splits the uprights and puts 3 on the board.
And this guy has been a machine all season long. He is absolutely automatic. You know you're getting 3 points when this guy jogs on the field.
So they get the late field goal right before the half and not much time after this kickoff for an answer. On the move from inside his 5. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update. Ready to go here in the second half, and Notre Dame will kick it away. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Syracuse offense heads back onto the field. They start this third quarter in a big hole, and they have to start climbing out right now.
And they're going to have to be really aggressive. It's like this offense, when I'm playing from behind, every possession means so much more. And if you look the other side, the defense, they haven't given much resistance.
Yeah, nothing has gone their way in the first half offensively. And you know now, based on how this defense is playing with their confidence, that you are going to be challenged on every single snap. So buckle up, get your mind right, and get ready to come back in this game.
And he's knocked down, but there's also a flag that's been dropped. Let's check on the call. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. And here comes the offense on second down. Off the play fake. Blasted as he lets it go. That pass is incomplete, and they might be fortunate it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. It'll be third down.
There's nothing better than being a defensive lineman in a defense period that pressure the quarterback, that gets hits on him, that make him feel uncomfortable, especially when you come into their building and you get everybody really.
And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose.
And those are so frustrating when you're a defense and you swarm to the football and you stick the quarterback and you make him cough it up just to have the other team recover it again and you don't get it. Still a good stick, still a good physical play. Keep hitting that quarterback.
Syracuse will be forced to punt. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. He just wanted to get it out of there from his end zone. On the move from inside his 40. Not able to pop the big return, but they've got the ball back and ready to go with a fresh possession. Here come the Irish back on offense. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help...
Touchdown, Irish! And the route is on. With that latest touchdown pass, might be a good time to mention Brady Quinn threw 6 touchdown passes against BYU. That record might be in jeopardy.
And that's a good day. If you're starting to talk about that already, you know he's spinning it. He's in the zone. He's feeling it, reading the defense, everything coming out on target. He is having himself a day.
And the extra point splits the uprights, and they're up 35-10. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Charlotte fell behind early, and it's been an uphill climb since. Thing is, this is a program that's worked the portal about as well as anyone. These kids are tough and could just find a way. They're trailing by just 4 to Tulane. Your boy KC has you covered here in studio, guys, in case anything changes in this one.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Going to take a shot. And it's knocked away downfield. The DB getting a hand in there.
Really nice play by the defender, being in a good position for that deep ball down the field, not letting the receiver put his big body on him, go up over top. The only thing that could have been better is that thing tipped to another defender, and it was an interception, but great coverage by the defender.
After the incompletion, it's 2nd and 10 from their own 25. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
And I can't tell you how much I love seeing corners being willing to come up and tackle. That is so huge for a defense. You can't olay blocks and create space. You can't just hang out on the outside. You got to go set that edge.
And conversely, I can't tell you how much I hate it when receivers don't want to block.
And that pass picked off. Didn't find much room on the return, but now they are in business and poised to strike from the 25.
Well, the offense turns it over, and talking to their coaching staff before this game, they talked about how important it was to have good ball security and not give the opponent extra possessions. That time, poor decision by the quarterback, and the defense made them pay.
Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. Off the play fake on 1st down, wants to throw. And they knocked him down almost immediately.
Oftentimes with play action, you're asking the quarterback to hold on to the ball a bit longer, and you're asking this offensive line to hold up and pass pro a bit longer. Against this athletic front seven on defense, it's going to be tough.
Looking to pass, it's Stoneburner. He finds his man. Touchdown, Fighting Irish! And the pummeling has started.
He does a really nice job getting the snap, getting the ball to his wide receiver in stride so he continued to run full speed and make all those yards after the catch and get all the way to the end zone.
On to attempt the try. The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. This offense prides itself on going after you, and they did with that long touchdown pass to finish off a 2-play drive. He'll bring it out. It's Wong. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. The Orange have the ball back and ready to go to work. Mistakes are going to happen, as they did on that last drive. Now, how will they respond, Jesse?
And this is the kind of guy who's going to take full accountability. That was my bad. That's on me. I'm about to lead this offense now down the field and score some points.
Dang, Palmer, I wish I would have played with you. I didn't play with many quarterbacks that were just like, yeah, my bad. Hey, guys, I got this. Sorry about that. It was more, you should have ran a better route.
The incomplete pass leaves him with 2nd down. Out of the gun to give to the back. And they try the middle of this stout defense, and they rise to the challenge.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. On target to the left. Now they've got even more breathing room out to the 31 and a fresh set of downs. This dude is just exceptional in every facet. So fluid, such a great route runner, and a big play there.
And money down, 3rd down, find him. I mean, you want to find that matchup because he's going to win, and gets a good release, gets down the field. You see that's your playmaker, that's your guy. Get it to him, get the 1st down.
The offense obviously trailing here in the 2nd half. They're going to have to be able to throw the football effectively to come back in this game, but in order for that to happen, they have got to do a better job up front blocking.
And they got him. He'll get him down for the sack.
Well, we've seen this offense struggle early in this game, protecting the quarterback. They went in at halftime, thought they had made the right adjustments, but it's not looking like it right now. They're still having issues keeping this guy standing up straight. Up front, they're just getting beat across the board.
On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. And he feels the heat coming, and it burns him up. Another sack. He just terrorizes quarterbacks, his 30th career sack.
And that's an amazing number, 30 sacks, because a lot of guys get sacks early in their careers, and then coordinators figure it out and then start double-teaming them and sliding and chipping, and then their numbers come down. This guy, though, David, has never stopped.
And it's got to be consistently, Jesse. Like, you got to
And he throws his 3rd pick of the day. His head has to be spinning. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
Well, that's the second pick in as many series now for this quarterback. But, David, I love the defense right now and the way they're reacting to all these route concepts. I mean, they are all over these guys on the back end.
All over the field, making plays. Listen, you're supposed to see the quarterback break on the football. You've seen several breaks on the football. Your job is to know what the offense does really, really well, and you can tell this defense is dialed in, and they know exactly what this offense wants to accomplish.
Here come the Irish, back on offense. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute.
He's loose.
Yeah, this offense has had their way with this defense, and they've had a lot of success. And I tell you what, if this defense wants any chance of coming back, they better get physical and stop the run, because right now, this offense is having their way.
They'll throw it on first down. Makes the catch. And he'll go out of bounds just short of the goal line, and they've got it right on the doorstep.
That's just a very easy, comfortable throw for the quarterback. He knows he has his big target, the tight end, running across the field on the drag. Nice play.
Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Making sure they have good balance, keeping it on the ground. Touchdown, Notre Dame! And the beatdown has ensued. Precision blocking up front created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
Quick strike offense on that three-play scoring drive. And finished the deal with the short touchdown run from the 2. The kickoff team on the field as they'll send this one away. Coming out with it, it's Wong. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. The Syracuse offense heads back onto the field. After throwing the pick on the last drive, need to take care of the ball this time, Jesse.
We're going to find out a lot about this quarterback right here, too. How does he fight through adversity after that last drive?
Yeah, clear the mechanism, move on. That's a part of it, right? If you're going to be a great player, you got to learn how to handle these mistakes and move on.
So the penalty will not be enforced. The defense declines and stands on the result of the play. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9.
Here we go.
Back to throw. It's Carter. Pulls it in. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short game there. Syracuse right back at it. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Finds a soft spot in the middle. Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on 3rd down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is, and you saw it right there on that one.
The end of the third quarter of play. Notre Dame 48, Syracuse.
2nd down here as they go back to work after the break.
Here we go.
The aerial assault continues. Hauls it in. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be first down.
The offense has struggled. They're not going to win this game, but trust me, this coaching staff is still trying to find things to build off of for next week. And after an explosive play like that, maybe they can generate just a little bit of momentum and gain a little bit of confidence that they can keep coaching up heading into their next game.
Let's see what they've got on second down.
This offense has their work cut out for them, man, because the coverage has been so tight. And if you're not throwing to the sideline or you're not getting past the sticks, this defense is going to tackle you inbounds like they just did on that last play and bleed the clock.
Yeah, and this offense, man, it's been a struggle bus. And they haven't clicked yet. They haven't found what they're really, really good at. And I'll tell you this, it's in the fourth quarter, later in the game, obviously. They need to start airing this thing out. We got to get back in this football game because I don't know if y'all realize this, but we're down by a lot.
And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on third down.
Quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down at the 42.
And they get him again. This is a offense that you expect them to protect their guy. I mean, he is a dude that you know if you give him time, he's going to make plays, but this defense is making sure he's not getting that time.
Quick completion on the out. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. And this offense has gotten off to a good start on third down, but this is a different deal on third and long. He'll pull it down. And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the first down. Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. Fourth down attempt coming. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on downs.
Low man wins. Defense that time on fourth down was expecting run, and you saw at the point of attack how they just dominated. There was nowhere for that guy to go. Defense wins the down. They give it back up now to their offense.
On the ground, trying to pull the plug on this clock. He now has 84 yards on the ground, and that's just another routine day for this guy who's been among the nation's leaders in rushing all season long. 8-yard pickup on first down leaves them with second and short. Wide receiver now comes in motion. Here's the handoff. They'll wrestle him down just short of the first down. I don't even think they're going to bring out the chains to measure this one. Third down after the run. Defense going to jam these receivers right off the line. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. Turns it on in midfield. All kinds of running room. He's at the 10. And they're going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just added their total.
Points, points, and more points. This offense has had their way. They just keep their foot on the gas, keep putting up points, keep putting up touchdowns. And you know what? This is one of those stats days. You look back and you're like, that guy had 12 touchdowns on the year. Well, 4 or 5 of them might have been in this game.
Lining up to add another. And with the extra point, the lead is even bigger. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Fellas, I think at least a portion of your audience will have an interest in the one that just finished up. Georgia looked less like a pack of dogs and more like a group of road warriors in a solid victory. This team almost always plays tough between the hedges, and today they found a way outside of Sanford Stadium. A lot to go through in the film session this week for both teams, but boy, it sure is going to be easier for the side that came away with the win.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. First down here with time for maybe one more play until the 2-minute warning. He's looking to throw it. Snagged in the middle. It's Doyle. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. We hit the 2-minute warning, and this offense is desperate to make something happen and do it in a hurry. This offense has a second down play.
Here we go.
Back to throw, it's Carter. Unloads to the right. Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the missed timing.
And this is just one of those days, man, where everything has gone wrong, right? Like they just haven't been in a rhythm. They haven't got it going and never built the momentum. This is one of those days that you learn from, you try to grow from. A lot of things that we're going to show in the film room that people aren't going to like, but hopefully you can learn from it and do better next time.
Throws to the wideout. And the missed connection on third down.
And this defense has put a game together. Like, it is hard to put all the facets of defense together. Run defense, pass defense. They've been so good, man. Dialed in. You could tell they were ready. They were fast. They were physical. They dominated this football game today.
He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Got it in the middle. It's Flanagan. Slammed to the ground, but not before he gets the first down. He unleashed a bullet on that pass and converted the fourth down.
Gotta love it. Some people get conservative. Some people don't want to mess up. Fourth down, you can...
And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. Oh, looks as if the defense got it. And he's brought down, and this defense gets the ball back for its own.
Those are hard for offensive linemen when they get beat and you're going, no, look out for your blind side, watch out. But great job rushing the quarterback, getting him on the ground and getting the football out, a little extra bonus. Nice job by the defense getting nasty.
Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry.
Well, the defense finally able to make a play, getting a tackle for loss. They haven't had many of those today because this running back really has answered the bell. They knew coming in they were going to have to give him the football, force feed it to him, and let him go to work. He's done that. Well over 100 yards rushing in this game, and the defense just has not had the answers consistently for him.
They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall.
And this offense continuing to spin the football, man, continuing to add to a great day. They built this big lead. They've shown you a variety that they can do a lot of really, really good things. And I like it, man. Continue to throw the football. Continue to be who you are. It's the defense's job to stop it.
The give to the back. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
And sometimes for the defense, it just takes one play, right, to create some momentum. Obviously, this guy's been eating him up. He's got over 100 yards rushing on the day. But finally, David, they get something positive here in the run game defensively.
But you kind of know that coming in. He's going to get his. Such a great back, and he's had a great day. You need to put more plays together like that right there.
They'll try to put 3 on the... And they fake. Forget the kick. He's going to throw it. And the pass falls incomplete on the fake field goal, and I'm not sure they'll go back to that one again. Boy, you look smart when it works out, but when it goes awry, you are left to second-guess yourself. The Orange have the ball back and ready to go to work. This one has pretty much been a bludgeoning, but they'll try to finish with something positive late.
Well, they ran into a buzzsaw today, and I don't think it would matter what type...
And the ball is picked off.
Intercepted by Notre Dame. And they'll take over first and second.
Excellent field position here for the offense. Defense in press coverage. Back to throw, it's Stoneburner. Quickly out to the tight end. Really confident throw and catch there. Big pickup, and they have a first down. And they don't have to go for a touchdown here with this little time left and with the lead, but they might anyway. Turning to the running game on 1st and goal. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry. So after stumbling around a bit earlier this season, they put together 3 consecutive wins and seem to have righted the ship.
Dang right. How do you handle adversity? Every coach talks about that. They've dealt with it now. They got the loss. They had a little bit of struggle early in the season. What do? You respond by putting a winning streak together, gaining some momentum as the season closes.
And sometimes the good thing about losing games early is that you know you're not perfect. You have to come out. You've got to bring your A game to the park. each and every week, and that's what we've seen from this team now recently. They've got tremendous players. They've got an outstanding coaching staff. When they put it all together and they play with great effort, this team's tough to beat.
So that's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm